Hey everyone, it's Cathie Heath from CathieHeath.com and HomeAndSmallBusinessWorld.com. A couple of weeks ago, the gang over at Home and Small Business World did a free training call on where to get ideas for content for your blog posts and your videos and your articles and so forth. And I've had a few people ask me if I could elaborate on the tip that I shared, which was publications, magazines, things like that. And I'd be happy to. But first of all, I would like to start by saying always carry a small tablet or a voice recorder of some sort so that when you get an idea, you can jot it down. Because as I've said in the past, ideas are like slippery fish, and if you don't capture them right away, they'll get away from you. And even though you swear you're going to remember it, trust me, you won't. So get in the habit of recording your ideas somehow. Secondly, know who your target market is. Knowing your target market, I think, is probably the most important concept to latch on to when you're looking for ideas for content. There are magazines for pretty much every area of interest out there, from cross-stitching and needlepoint to parenting to bicycle riding to fitness to woodworking to cars. I mean, whatever your target market is, you're going to find at least one, if not several, magazines that your folks would be interested in. Now, the headlines of those magazines are going to tell you what the hot topics are in your target market. They're current, they're fresh, and sometimes just seeing the headline is going to be enough for you to have an idea, jot it down, and create a piece of content. Other times you may want to pick up the magazine, kind of leaf through it and say, oh, this is what they're talking about, jot that part of it down. And there may be those instances where you actually need to purchase the magazine to take it home. Now, don't get nervous, because I know there are a lot of folks out there who are concerned about, magazines are expensive, and spending $15, $20, $25 even a month on magazines sounds to them like it's maybe not be something that they'd like to do. But remember, you can always go to your public library. They've got all the magazines there. They even have a photocopy machine, so if it's an article that you want to take home, you can go ahead and photocopy that and do that. The really neat thing about using publications like magazines for content ideas is that the editors and the writers and the staff of that magazine have already done all the research, saving you tons of time. All of the statistics you need, all of the pertinent information is right there in the article. You can pull out those little kernels of information and build your content around it. A word of caution though, don't plagiarize. Always cite your source. If you spot something in Entrepreneur magazine, for instance, mention that you saw it in an article in Entrepreneur about such and such and such, and then build your content around that. Always give credit for the work that's done to the people that did it. That's only fair. You would want the same thing in return. So, when you're at the grocery store and you're standing in line because, there's only 2 checkout clerks and a bazillion customers, no fret. Just kind of scan the magazine rack that's right there at the checkout counter. Business Week or Parents Magazine, whatever your niche market happens to be, you're bound to come up with some ideas for some content. Until next time, take care.